When it comes to supply and demand, you have to graph it along a price and quantity graph. And you have your supplies and demand line. Demand is going down because it has an inverse relationship with price and quantity. So when price goes up, the quantity demanded goes down. And when you have your supply, that has a direct relationship, meaning that when price goes up, quantity goes up. So they're the same. And you have an equilibrium here, which is the best place to sell so that it can make the most sense for both the producer and the consumer. So what you have here is what is the price sold for, and this is the people willing to pay more. So when they're willing to pay this much, they only have to pay this much, and this much, and this much, and this much. And this gets shaded in, and this becomes consumer surplus. And this producer was willing to sell it for this much, but they got to sell it for that much. And then you just see there, that's your producer surplus. And then there also comes with that ceilings and floors on prices. So say the government sets a floor. So this is the equilibrium. They set a floor of $5. The equilibrium's at 3. They set a floor of $5, which means they can only sell it. So your demand now hits there, and your supply now hits there. And now your surpluses are very different because you only have this certain area that you sold it for. And when you set a ceiling, when you set a floor, a price floor, the government is not allowing anyone to sell it for less than that. But when you set a price ceiling, which is down here, the government doesn't want anyone to sell it for more than that. That's the max you can sell it for. So then when it comes to things such as elasticity, a graph like this means that your price can go up and down, but your quantity will never change. And if you have a graph like this, your price can go nowhere and your quantity can go back and forth and back and forth, and it will never change your price. And taxes affects by taking a chunk out of the consumer and producer surplus and giving that to the government for tax revenue. And marginal utility evaluates how worth it a transaction is at a certain point of buying it.